Good morning and welcome to Mam Talks. I'm Kathy.
I'm Jan.
And I'm Anna. And today, in the spirit of embracing getting older and this quarantine that we're in, we're going to be discussing what are our favorite podcast shows. Right, Kathy? Kathy loves podcasts.
I do. And I have some good ones. I have a lot, but there's a few lately that are my kind of favorite ones. Should we each tell one, or how do you want to do it?
Well, the one that started it all for me was Dirty John, which is
fantastic.
Oh yeah, that started me.
Couldn't put it down. Yep. It's like I couldn't wait to get back in the car, because that's when I used to listen to stuff all the time, was in the car. It's like, couldn't wait to get back in the car.
Oh yeah, me too. There's a couple by that same producer. The company's name is Wondery.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, well, if Dirty John is that good, then, these other two have to be that good. And they were fabulous. They're based on true stories. Mm-hmm. And they're mystery murder kind of things. Oh, and they're so interesting. One of them's called, Man in the Window.
Oh, that's good.
I started that one. Disturbing. I couldn't handle it.
Oh, it was fascinating.
We like disturbing.
Yeah, because we are disturbing.
We are disturbing.
And another one, you'd love this one, Anna. This one was called Dr. Death.
Oh, yeah. That was good, too.
Wasn't that good?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And it's true. It was all true about this doctor in Dallas.
Yeah.
And he performed the surgeries on 33 people. He was an osteo guy, which we know all about, right? And he had this fetish. It's like he set out to harm them, and all of them. I mean, they all ended up with
Anna's face.
Yeah. But
they were good. They're just intriguing. Like, you get caught up and you want to know what happens, and
it's like a Dateline.
Yeah.
And
what about you, Anna?
Podcasts, actually.
Well, my favorite are one called Money Planet.
Well, of course it is.
Of course.
It's fascinating. I was listening to one last night, and it was about how the government puts a value on life. Because depending on the value of the number of people that are going to die, that's how they decide whether to pass a law or do some safety thing or any of those issues.
Oh, that's not disturbing at all.
Yeah.
No. Turns out the value of our lives is about $3 million. That's yeah.
Well, I know.
Love that one. And then my other one it's called, I love the name. It's called Wait, what did you say? That's the name of it. It's so cool. But they have people like Tim Gunn. Who doesn't love Tim Gunn? You know who Tim Gunn is? Okay. He's Heidi.
We're busy listening to murder stories.
He's Heidi Klum's friend on Project Runway and making the.
Oh, I never watched that.
Oh, I love Tim Gunn. I even have his book.
How are we all friends? Please tell me. We have nothing in common.
Tim Gunn! I can't believe you guys don't like Tim Gunn.
Well, we'd like it.
Anna, we still love you for it.
I'm not better at liking my podcast. That's my two favorite podcasts. I did like Dirty John. That was a lot of fun, although very upsetting.
Very.
Very upsetting.
Because it's so true. And I don't even know how many summers and just weekends down on Balboa Island. I mean, that was my place to go. And it was like, oh my gosh, maybe he was there when I was there one time.
Another good mystery one, Kathy, have you listened to Limetown?
Yes.
It's kind of a science fiction kind of thing, but I guess that was true too. I don't know, but that was crazy.
We'll talk later, Jan.
The whole town disappears.
I wanted to say that the reason Dirty John was upsetting was because it's a true story, and the women were so willing to be conned themselves.
Oh, that was
really.
Except for her daughter. She was the smart cookie.
Yeah.
Having said that, I guess President Trump is planning to have a 2-hour podcast every day.
Cool.
So
I'm busy. Okay. So my podcast that I found, so kind of recently, one is The Office Ladies with Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsley from The Office. And it's so fun because they go episode by episode, and they break it down, and you get to hear a lot of behind the scenes stuff, because I love The Office. And if you really loved it and watch it all the time, you'll get to see stuff that you didn't realize when you were watching it when it was being live. So much fun. And they're just fun. They're really nice, fun, clean people to watch.
I never watched The Office.
I didn't enjoy The Office, but I really like it because you talk about it a lot.
The Office? Loved it.
No, the podcast and The Office.
Oh, and I bought their sweatshirt. It's so cute, and I love their sweatshirt. Of course you do. Okay. The other one is called Blonde Unfiltered, and it's Jess Zaday. Pretty sure I said your name right, Jess. And I recently found this one. Actually, I found her because our dear friend Doug Buden, who we both, all three of us, love, was on her show. And I had not heard of her or the show. And so I had to check it out. And I just loved it. She talks about, every topic around. She has on a lot of different guests. It's not just one topic. She talks about pop culture and wellness, mental health, does the deep dive into a lot of the shows that are really fun, some really good gossip stuff. It's just a fun, interesting, sometimes informative. She talks a lot about some eating issue stuff. So it's a little of everything. And she just is a really neat lady. So I really like her. She has about
Sounds like One Woman Man Talks.
A One Woman Man Talks.
Yes. She has about 120 podcasts out right now. So got to check her out. And the other one I just recently found, because she was on the show, it's called the No Sugarcoating Podcast. And I'm going to wreck her name. It's Amber Ramoniak. Anyway, she's like an emotional eating expert. All her stuff is about eating disorders or hormone digestive imbalances, weight loss, body acceptance. And you get me on that topic, and I just love hearing about it. I love listening to women talk about it. Anyway, she started her own podcast. She has like 230 podcasts out, and she also just started a private Facebook group that you can talk kind of unfiltered on that to other women in those situations, kind of a safe place to go. So those are my 3. I love them all. I'm a fan.
Podcasts are really neat because you can be driving and listening to them, or you can be, cooking and listening to them. It's like the old-time radio shows. They're just fun. They're
taking
fun.
a bath and listening to them.
One time when we drove up to San Jose, I guess we got halfway there, and then we started listening to the podcast. I'm telling you, I couldn't wait to go home because I wanted to hear the rest.
I know.
It was really good. It really passes the time when you're driving.
And it's nice. It's a break from the radio, which is just kind of not a lot of great stuff on.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, I think we will, we can put links to all of these podcasts. So just, I'll make sure we get everyone's in there because I want everyone to get mentions.
Yeah. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to click those share and like buttons.
Be sure to subscribe to Ma'am Talks on YouTube.
And check out our website, www.mamtalks.com. And remember to keep embracing getting older with us. Bye.
Bye.